Hi guys, welcome back to Fast Performance Then. My name is Tim Davies and today we're doing something a little bit different and it is a chair review. Why? Because I was on a chair like this. This was what I was using as my office / gamey chair. Now you can understand of course that something like this, I mean look how bitey the corners are for a start. So I had to go and do something different and I went out and got another chair and that's what we're going to have a look at today. Hero. If I'm fair, guys, I can't reach the joystick. I think I'm going to have to get someone to come and game for me. Okay guys, let's have a look at the chair then, shall we? Here I am getting down in line with the chair. At the very top here then you've got a nice cushion, okay? But you don't have that cushion on there, it's also on a thing, it's on one of these, that comes off. But it's nice to have it on there, but if you don't have it there, you've got this beautiful crest here. You've got this lovely material all the way down the centre and across the top here, really wide and also really flat. You might be able to make out, it's quite flat there for your shoulders. You've also got the noble crest in here, that's very flush, a little bit prominent, but very, you're not going to notice that fact. And then as you can see here, nice bolsters, firm bolsters. This reminded me of something like a premium German car seat. Now I've got an Audi RS4 with Recaro seats in it. This reminded me of the Recaro seat. If you're a bigger guy, now I weigh about 220. If you're more than that, you need this seat really. If you're less than about 200 pounds, I'd probably look for one of the next ones down, the Epic or the Icon. But this one is wide here. I sit in this and I don't feel these bolsters unless I press up against them, okay? You can make these super wide, as you can see right now, they're both out here. So look at the amount of space you have in between that, you're gonna be fine. You've got your locking mechanism lever here. That's beautiful. It's got Noble Chairs written on it. That is superb. That's sort of cut out of that Noble Chairs. Again, the graphics here. This is solid, by the way. This feels solid. The whole thing is, and just above it here, what you can see is the lumbar support area as well. This lumbar support region, when you rotate this, and I rotate it about 2-3 turns, that's coming out, okay? That's nice and firm at the lower back as it should be for support. I don't see this in many gaming chairs. Lumbar support, I don't see. But they don't stop there. They even give you a little pillow as well. Check another pillow out. So now you've got two pillows. What's going on? One for the top, and then this one for around about there somewhere. Now what you can do, it's got straps on it. You can have it up there if you want. I don't know why you want to do that, by the way. Or you have it down there. You can strap it there, or you can just leave it in place there. Now I didn't like that, but my wife, who's a chiropractor, she said that was a pretty good place to have that lumbar support cushion. You haven't got to listen to her, but I do. Okay guys, it got pretty serious. I'm literally holding the camera myself. So if we look down the bottom of the chair here, can you make that out there? You've got this lever here. That is actually a steel lever in there. That's just got this plastic thing on it so that you can just rotate that. It either locks, now the chair's free to drop back, or it's locked like that where the chair won't actually move. And if we spin it right round like a record baby, right round, over this side then, you've got the other lever. As you can see, it's exactly the same as the other one on the other side. That one, obviously, pulling that just allows the seat to go up and down. Depending on your weight, you might want to adjust this central piece here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, where are you going? I'm actually freestyling this with the camera. You want to just turn that, just twist that, depending on how heavy you are. And the last bit, which I really like, these caster sets here, I thought this would roll over the place, but it doesn't. I can sit there pressing the pedals on a set of Corsa and this thing stays exactly where it is on carpet. But these are designed for hard floors too, okay? So that base was a real surprise to me. That's a real quality finish for the base. And it's not easy to see, guys, but if you can even see the quality that they've gone to here. You can see this piece of material here just keeps that gap hidden on the back of the chair. It's pretty hard to see. That's real quality. I really like that a lot. Okay, so we've had a bit of a look at the chair itself then, but now let's bring that chair in front of the gaming rig. This is where the magic happens. This is where the bad guys get shot down online, because they are bad. Now look, what I like about this has kind of changed the way I do things now, to be honest with you. From that small little wooden chair where I was kind of reaching up here and doing all of this and it was all a bit freaky, what this chair has now given me is something called armrests. And they're nice and squidgy because I think they're vinyl polyurethane as well, which is really nice because they're firm, but they're, you know, tactile. It's amazing. So I do use the, you see that, the cushion there, because when you're on VR and you're moving your head around all the time, for real, in the jet, That really hurt, by the way. For real, in the jet, you'd have a helmet on. It weighs, I don't know, 2.5, 3 kilograms. You're pulling up to 6, 7G, and your head is hitting the back of the ejection seat all the time. It's very firm, okay? And you can rest it on there because you can rest it on the glass in the canopy. So when you are looking out back and you're fighting and you're pulling against someone, your head can be supported, but you really can't move it at that point. Well, you can, but towards the end of a fight, you know, especially the students, they're absolutely toast. They're not going anywhere, not moving their head. It's brutal, right? So for me, using VR, I have to be very careful because I know that I've got a neck which has had a lot of wear and tear over it because I do have a neck like a giraffe. Okay, so me in the seat then. Here you go. This is me in the seat. I'll do a proper one on this. I just want to show you the armrest first. Okay, guys, weird camera position. Right, so again, here I am in my Turbo Super Fighter Jet, which is better than the original jet I used to fly because you can drink tea in this one. So here's the armrest. Now, what I like about, what I think they've done really well here, feet on pedals. This allows me now to really have my arm hooked up and supported whilst flying with a stick. And the same, you can't see it, but over here I've got throttles. I'm doing the same with my throttle hand over here. See if I can get a better camera angle. So as you can see, what I couldn't do before, my little chair, is have any part of the arm supported on either side because I was in a little wooden chair without armrests. This one comes along, and what they've done here is superb. And I'm not just saying that because I like the chair, but you know, this is nice tactile material here. This is probably polyurethane vinyl again, the kind of mix they've got. It doesn't feel hot on your arm. It feels fine. It's like really kind of smooth. It's kind of, I guess it's breathable, like the back is. But what they've done here, the amount of ways this moves, this piece here moves, it just means now that I've got complete freedom on here. So I can move it forwards, backwards, maybe inside a little bit, outside. Okay, I can also lower it all the way down, all the way back up again to get at the perfect height I need it for, so that my arm is nicely placed. Or maybe I'll bring it in just a little bit here, like that, just a little bit, just so I get my arm on the stick. Now, when you're flying for real, guys, that's what happens. I can do the same with the other one as well. I've got a nice throttle position here, nicely hand on here. I've got that fully up. I've got it fully forwards there nicely. And now my hand is just literally resting on there, just resting on it. Because if you think about it, when you write, your arm is on the desk. You don't just hold the pen and start writing like this and ends up like a squiggly worm on a page. Your arm is resting on the desk and you're writing. Normally that part of the hand is resting on the desk and you're writing. And it's the same thing when you're flying. See, normally pilots would have their hand on their leg and it's physically on their leg. That part of the arm is on the leg. That's just how it works. You just go up and down in the ejection seat until that happens because you want that supported there. Now, what these guys have actually done is they've taken note of that and they made it so that this armrest can now do everything you want it to do. You can go as far forward, as far back, it doesn't matter. It can come in. Now I can rest my arm on there and the stick naturally is in my hand. That's how you fly. You fly with support always. And what this seat gives you is incredible support. I just find that amazing that that's just built in from the outset. What else can we learn from this seat then? Well, there's other bits, isn't there? So we know it goes up and down via a lever down the bottom here, and we know it rotates. We haven't done the full test in that. We probably should do that now, shouldn't we? So if I'm flying around on some video game or something, whatever it might be, I've just moved into my Oculus house. That's a bit weird, isn't it? I've got full flexibility now, still, even with the cushion on there, to move the neck in all different positions, all different ways. And you can see I can clear the seat if I want to. Completely able to clear the seat because of the narrowness at the top. This bit here allows me the space for my neck to move into. I find that incredible. So I can move over here when I'm looking behind myself, or I can move over here, or I can all I have to do, I can look right up and I just hit the cushion. I'm not hitting anything solid, I'm hitting this little cushion. If that cushion wasn't even there, it wouldn't even matter. And I've used it both with and without the cushion. So for me, it seriously isn't an issue. I think it's brilliant to have the cushion there because you can just do this if you want, just chill out and just shoot people, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, whatever noises we make when we shoot people. Or you can just have a great gaming experience. There is something we can do, by the way, and this is scary. Right now, chance of death, quite high. What I'm going to do is place a lot of trust in the Germans. I do love the Germans anyway. I love the Germans. I go to Berlin all the time. But look, they've designed a chair that they say I can fully recline in. And that worries me a little bit. And I haven't practiced this yet. I'm going to do it live for you now. I guarantee whatever the results of this are, I'll put them up for you to see. So we're going to recline this chair fully. I mean, fully recline. Not just the back, and the back reclines. I mean, I'll get the degrees for you or something, but it's way reclined. The base that I'm sitting on now, this bit, that also reclines. A bit nervous. Okay, how are we going to do this? Right, you go over there, Summer, you go over there. Okay, let's put this to the test then, shall we? I don't know why I'm doing this. So, I'm going to unlock the base, and that's done with this lever here. And all you do, these are steel levers, they're just covered with a bit of plastic, okay? But that's me unlocking the base, and what that does, it allows the base to do this. I'm going to do it in a minute. So I'm going to lock that, swing around. That is now unlocked. So we're trusting the Germans now. So that is we seriously trusting the Germans. Let's recline the top bit, shall we? This might go over backwards. Ready? Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, that is crazy. Whoa. Whoa. What is going on? Whoa, that's crazy. Look, this is completely stable. Whoa, this is like being in space. Not that I know what being in space is like. This feels like negative G. This is crazy, honestly. You could put your hands here. You got a nice little pillow. Where's my blanket? I do not need to go back to sharing a bed with my wife anymore. So actually now the Germans are causing me marriage difficulties. This is cool. This is the coolest thing ever. You should go and find one of these in a showroom somewhere and just try this out. This is just funny. Just try this bit out. This is cool. You could game like this. Put your feet up on there somewhere. Should we try it? Let's try that. Maybe we'll just stay here in this chair and let someone else fly DCS and all those other ones and go and shoot the bad guys. This is great. And it's not hot. That's the thing. This stuff isn't sticky and tacky. It's not that. It's really, I tell you, I don't know about, I'm going to have to read up what it is. But look, you can press it and it's firm, but it's not firm. You can indent it. It's amazing. This is not a hot chair. You can be in this chair. This is a hot room right now, okay? I'm in a 15th century cottage and the room does get hot, but I'm not hot in this chair. Literally, I don't know what they've done with this foam. Cold foam, they call it, I think. But it's cool. If you fly this aircraft here, this is called a Hawk T2. The one above it is called a Tornado GR4. That wasn't too bad. This one here was bad. Not saying it's a bad aircraft, it's a good aircraft, but the problem that we have in the Royal Air Force is we wear something called a life-saving jacket, as an LSJ, and that actually sits on the back of the neck. And what happens when you fly, and it might be in the picture, yes, you can see it in the picture. So look, I've got to keep it here, guys, because some of these guys are fluid, the names are on here, but if you want to look at the guy in the front seat there, there's a bit of reflection, I do apologise. This guy here, you might be able to see that his head is really sunken, so I'll do it for you now. Like his head goes like that, right forward, and it's because the LSJ sits on the back of the neck there. Okay, really heavy. The LSJ's, I can't remember what it weighs now, but it's a heavy thing, and it's, of course, all that pressure goes on the back of the neck, and then when you're pulling the G's, 6, 7, 8 G's on an air test, what you're doing is you're putting that weight right down the back of the neck. I can't recommend this chair highly enough if you're about 200 pounds and above. If you're less than 200 pounds, I would look at maybe the Icon or the Epic, or as I said, Nitro Concepts as well. I was also quite impressed with some of them, especially at the price point. Now they are, I think, material, I think the fabric only, I could be wrong, so have a check of that, guys. Is fabric really what you want? Well, go and try them out. That's exactly what I say. But also, if you get the chance to go up to Overclockers, get in the car, get up the N6, Newcastle under Lyme, give them a call first if you want, and go and try some of the chairs out up there. I really recommend that. So that's pretty much the Noble Chairs Hero Black Edition gaming chair, as you can see there on the screen. As I said, it's this PU leather / vinyl mix, this cold foam that makes it a really nice place to be. You could be in this chair for a long time, and that's the key when you're gaming, is to have that level of comfort. Although we do advocate getting up and moving sometimes, so don't put in as much weight as I have since I left the military. And if your budget is not up around here, which is about £400 chair, then I did look at the Nitro here. Nitro Concepts chair as well. It's a smaller chair, it's a bit narrower, But I still really liked it, and you can get that in fabric or PU leather, and it retails just about over £200. But the key is, if you're in the UK, get yourself over to Overclockers. They're in Newcastle under Lyme. They have these chairs there, and try them out. I wouldn't go and buy a chair before you've tried it out, really, so you know what you want. Now, if you are, like me, around about £220, something like that, 6'1", then this is a great chair to have. It is bigger than the other two, which are the Epic and the Icon. But check out all three in Noble Chairs range. Maybe look at the Nitro concepts, but I had no reason to go for anything other than a Noble chair for me, for what I needed. But that was mainly, of course, because coming out of 20 years of flying military fast jets and a decade in the back of that Hawk, the neck needed some kind of support, and as does the lower back. So this was the ideal chair for me. All right, guys, thanks so much. I hope this review was helpful, and I will do some more reviews on the Warthog HOTAS. That's a separate review in itself. I know you've seen it on this one, but Tim Davies, Fast Jet Performance.